Hello from Valdez, Alaska. We are about to set out on a winter sailing mission, but we were away in Finland for 2 months and the boat has been sitting here alone. So let's do a quick check up. The winds here were blowing around 80 knots a couple of times. We have a little bit of damage from the dock hitting the boat there, and here I think we didn't realize we should have put the block away because the block has been scraping on the paint there. Let's go and have a look inside. So this is the reality here. This cockpit is full of snow, and the reality of moving back to boat with all of our stuff. People always show you their boats when they are all nice and tidy. This one, this is what it looks like with all of our luggage. Oh yeah, that's a pot of water that we left. Oh, it's frozen. Nice! When we left to Finland, Sohvi left her nicest, what do you call these? Woolen sweaters here, just so that they wouldn't get wet inside the cupboards or something.
Well, they are very precious to me.
I'm gonna have to go out and clear some snow off to get access to our chimney. It's so icy that the best weapon really is this. There we go. We have it. Okay, I was gonna place the chimney and I noticed a problem. Rather a big problem. Unfortunately, the chimney cap has blown off. Like, there's no cap here. That's bad because the stove is gonna be filled with snow right now. I'm gonna have to go inside and have a look. That sucks. Jep, siellä on jäätä. Ei siellä kyllä näet sitä on ihan... Otin mä sen piipun pois, mutta unohdinko mä laittaa sen hatun. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there was ice in there, so I'll try to get rid of it by the traditional method, namely by turning it into steam. Lots of steam and some water coming out of the chimney or dripping down from the chimney, but it seemed to have done the trick. The stove is now burning really well. Meanwhile, down jackets are nice, but they are pretty vulnerable.
This is just for a while. I'll make it prettier.
you mean
with a black tape at some point.
Yeah, you mean you'll use the black duct tape once we find it.
Yep.
That duct tape sucks anyway. It's not gonna. You need the black Gorilla tape. There's ice growing on the walls. This is because we've had some condensation here while we were gone, and then it seems like it froze. Honestly guys, there's just so much snow shoveling footage that I could show you, but I guess enough is enough. Luckily, we also got a sunny day to get the dinghy and the sails prepared. And we were also able to borrow a truck to do all of our provisioning. course, it just started snowing like crazy. Provisioning and getting the boat prepared is always a huge amount of work in one go. Hello, Otter. But overall, I find that when you live like this, you actually spend less time in total for many things that I kind of find boring time wasters, like this kind of grocery shopping, or driving a car, or transiting between point A and B. Just dealing with regular city life seems like a lot of work and time spent. When we finally cast off the lines, we won't have to go to a grocery store for several weeks or months. And here, by the way, is our grocery store bill, around $1,000 worth of various items, a lot of them very unhealthy. Please feel free to pause the video to have a closer look.
Mä oon sellainen niin kuin aina kaikissa niissä tropiikkipurjehdusasiassa ne tyypit on tälleen tässä.
Yep. Valdez is the end point for the Trans-Alaska oil pipeline. This is where the oil coming from the north slope of Alaska is first stored in these huge storage tanks and then shipped off via tanker ships. While the Exxon Valdez tanker accident resulted in a lot of improvements for the safety of the ship traffic, many locals are worried about the condition of these tanks, which undergo an official full inspection only once every 10 years. The whole facility seems so out of place in this scenery, and we certainly had some conflicting feelings motoring past with our diesel guzzling inboard engine. Soon we were crossing the shallow glacial moraine to our first stop, the Shoup Bay. After anchoring in 40 meters of water, we started preparing for our next day's activity. Let's go! Laita sun nopeat lasit päähän.
Mä laitan tuolla.
Laita. We are almost ready to go. Damn, it takes such a long time to get all of the crap together, especially the first time backcountry skiing this season. We're gonna go up there somewhere.
Ei päästä kuivin jaloin.
The first obstacle already almost behind us. There's always a steep wall of snow here where the high tide line is. And here you can kind of see how much snow there is, maybe around 2 meters, 6 feet. And here's the backcountry cabin that you can rent here. Gonna have to do a bit of digging to get in there though. Ready to rumble! Okay, my turn, first run of the season. This is the official beginning of our spring skiing season. We have weather forecast of several good days of good weather, and that's why we are moving to the next spot already. I've mapped out multiple bays that we want to visit during the spring and check the mountains. And the whole boat right now has turned into a ski caravan. It's not really a sailboat anymore. We have our ski gear all around the place, so it's a little bit different right now. You know, we are not such purists when it comes to sailing, especially when we have the opportunity to do other things. When the weather is this good, you know, you just need to kind of like make the most out of it. If you wanna be skiing, then you need to be kind of quick moving between the locations. The entrance is very shallow and should only be navigated on the upper stages of a rising tide. The nearby Columbia Glacier carves these small icebergs that can be a nuisance, but they can also be helpful when you're crossing a very shallow entrance to an anchorage, because with a bit of practice you can tell which of the bigger icebergs are grounded. This shows us where some of the shallows are. Almost through. It's like half a mile of really shallow depths. 3.5 meters here the whole time. 4 meters. Whee! And this here, dear people, is what kept us awake during the night. It's just so noisy inside the boat when the ice is drifting with the currents. It's actually quite bizarre. It looks like we are moving because we are leaving a trail behind, but it's not us that is moving, it's of course just the ice sheet that is moving back and forth. But soon the tide will go out and I expect all the ice to be gone. Then we can go and take the dinghy or the paddleboards, because before that it's actually thick enough that it's hard to go through that with the paddleboard, and with the dinghy, if you go fast, you might actually damage the rubber. One single iceberg in the entire bay, and of course there's a harbor seal. Sophie unfortunately had to stay behind, she has to work today. I'm gonna go and check out the islands over there, they look really cool. When the weather is this good, I just kind of abandon all of my responsibilities and go outside. I really shouldn't be paddleboarding here because it's just so sharp. The ice is so sharp. Let me grab a piece. There's one here. Look at this. These are so cool though. Like kind of like a kaleidoscope. But anyway, some of them are thicker than this. This is obviously very thin and it's a little bit salty, but not that salty, because what happens is when there's no wind, like last night, then the fresh water that comes in from the streams, it stays on top of the salt water, and that's why it also freezes so easily. So that's why we get this ice. You don't get this if it's windy. Oh, he's gonna dive. No, don't be scared. Plop. There he goes. This place is absolutely amazing. Look at this. Think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna carry the paddleboard across the spit here to the other side. Also because the low tide is coming very rapidly now. You can see all the water is flowing out. Should be easy, right? Also some tracks here. I'm not really sure what tracks these are. It's a paw print. If you guys have any guesses, let me know in the comments. Or maybe it is a sea otter, because this here is very similar and you can see it's been dragging its tail. That's what they usually do. While I'm wandering here on the beach aimlessly, I think it might be a good idea to answer a question that I've been getting asked a lot lately, and that is, why are you not publishing more videos right now? That's what people are asking me. 3 reasons for this. Number 1, we are currently preparing for the Northwest Passage, so we will be attempting this summer to sail from Alaska over the top of Arctic Canada and Alaska to Greenland, and that is a huge trip. It's gonna be like by far the most challenging sail that we've ever done, and I would say it's the most, pretty much like the most challenging long sailing route in the world right now. So that's gonna be a huge trip, and we really need to make sure that we are prepared for it and that the boat is prepared for it as well. And after that, we want to spend the winter in Greenland, and the boat needs to be ready for that as well. We are really like doing a lot of boat work. Even right now, when we are anchored here, we still have boat work going on all the time. So that's eating up a lot of our time. By the way, I have made a website for this project, so I'll link it in the description and up here. We will have a live tracker, and we will have a live what do you call it, live data coming from the boat, you know, like temperatures and so on, that are gonna be streamed directly to the website. We have a pretty fancy system for that. But anyway, that's number one reason. And then the number two reason why I'm not releasing more videos is that I think that my videos just require on average more time to shoot and edit and to publish than most other sailing videos out there on average. You know, I also have videos that were really quick to do. I think one of the reasons why people publish 4 videos per month, or why a lot of YouTubers publish 4 videos per month, is because in sailing circles we have now become accustomed to this Patreon thing, and usually the Patreon pledge is per creation, and that also applies to me. But if your Patreon is set up per creation, then of course you're going to earn more if you create and publish 4 videos per month, whereas I'm only doing 2 to 1 videos per month. I just don't think generally that there's just not enough going on in our lives right now, or in general, to create and publish a video about it each week. I think that's just like way too much. I think I probably won't ever be able to do that, or I don't know. It's not the style of video that I am making. I need more footage, I need more things happening, and so on. And by the way, as I'm walking here, bones on the beach. If you know what this is, let me know. I don't think this is a whale, maybe like a moose or something, because there's one, and then there's this thing here. And then the number 3 reason, which is very particular or relevant to why I'm walking on the beach as well right now, is that I have realized that I just don't want to be working like 60 or 80 hours per week. I want to be like out here enjoying and checking what's happening in the nature. And you know, each time I go out, I'm like, whoa, you know, you see like such cool stuff. And I don't know, I just don't want to be sitting down below at my laptop the whole time. And I think that's just like a central part of the cruising lifestyle or the sailing lifestyle, you know. That's why I went sailing originally, and then I went on for another 5 minutes, and no one's really interested in that. My point is that I like making videos, but I also want to go outside when the weather is nice, and sometimes I want to do that even without a camera. Some other sailing creators are more ambitious and better at maximizing their profits, and that's okay. But I think that in general the sailing YouTube world has maybe distanced itself a bit too far away from what we are actually here for. And I'm here to sit on the beach to watch the ice float by. A little bit cloudy today. What's the bird? Bird is being very loud. Be quiet, it's too early. Bear spray ready?
Yeah, it looks like somewhere where a bear would live. Don't wake up angry.
Bear is very hungry in the spring and very angry. Nice! Really big spring avalanches here. Big avalanche. This here is probably from 5 or 6 days ago when it rained quite a bit and that just flushed out the steep faces. So much snow here, must be like at least 2.5 meters, 9 feet on the ground. Just waiting for the snow to soften up a little bit. We need a little bit more sun. It just turned cloudy. We're probably gonna go up there and ski that small bump. I'm eating my Hershey's chocolate and I hope you Americans don't think that this is offensive, but this stuff is actually like not good. I know it's not like exactly the national pride of America, but it's pretty bad. It's like you eating this, you are not like thinking of it as eating a nice chocolate. It's more of like just getting some fuel into the system. Or what do you think, Sohvi?
I'm not gonna bash it. I don't want online hate.
See, she's censoring herself. That's like self-censorship. This is the worst one too, like the normal Hershey's. Oh my god, it's so bad. Let's go up there and ski. One more peak, and it's windy. Svettaa, man. Hui! Karavaani jatkaa. Hiihtokaravaani. Paljon sinua?
5. Anna lukkakaan ja muista 5.
Vielä käännät tänne oikealle.
Laitaanko paljon pakkia?
Voit ottaa vähän enemmän. Kyllä se lähtee menee taaksepäin. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching this one, and if you thought it was valuable, if it was entertaining or useful, or if it brought something into your life, if you enjoyed it, then consider signing up on Patreon. Patreon is basically where you can crowdfund the creation of these videos. The link is down below in the description. So the patrons are basically the people who are paying my salary for creating these videos. I don't want people to think of Patreon as a platform where you are like supporting this lifestyle or our life. I only want people to sign up if you think that the videos are somehow enjoyable and if you think that you are gaining something from the videos. Anyways, what else? I have a print run coming, a limited edition print run coming again. It's not for sale yet, but I am testing out the prints. I have ordered the prints and I am fine-tuning the colors and the quality and so on. The previous limited run was actually pretty popular, and this one I will be putting it up for sale hopefully in a couple of weeks, and then it will be available for around 2 months. If you want to make sure that you get a print, you know, in case you're interested, then go on my website and scroll all the way down and sign up for the email list, or just, you know, make sure to come back and check my next video, because that's when I hope to be able to have the prints for sale already. The website is also the same site where you have the project description for this summer for the Northwest Passage. That was a lot of stuff. The next episode will be super cool, and it's gonna be winter sailing, and I don't know, it was just like such a cool few weeks that we just had. So much snowfall and crazy stuff. I hope to see all of you then. Bye bye.